Okay, let's talk about numbers. In the upper right corner, you'll see my position. That is a set of three numbers that are whole numbers. So you'll notice I never get a fraction in those numbers, right? That's my location, my XYZ coordinate. We are going to talk about XYZ coordinates and how they relate to Minecraft at a later time. But right now, I'm just trying to draw your attention to the negative 1072, the positive 64, and the positive 94. Those are all integer numbers. Now, when you collect things, it's not possible unless there's like a bug or a feature. I'm not aware of any blocks that give you negative quantities. Okay, so this dirt that I'm picking up right now, this is following a type of number that's called a natural number. Natural numbers are numbers that we can count. So it's just the counting numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Most commonly, we in Minecraft, the numbers kind of cap out around 64, right? Because that's how many items we can carry in our inventory at a time is 64 blocks each. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that is so our entire inventory has the possibility of 3,600 or 3,700 or something. I don't know. I'd need to run the calculation again. But the thing to note here is these are natural numbers. So I have two wheat seeds, two oak planks. So again, in my inventory, none of these numbers are going to be negative numbers, right? Anything that I pick up here and that's actually in my inventory, these are all going to be positive numbers. That's not necessarily useful or helpful other than knowing like we're talking about mathematics, and mathematics has um, some ways to interact with the game. Sorry, and mathematics helps us reason abstractly about the game and reason abstractly about things. So I guess in the case of Minecraft, there's not necessarily a clear reason that this would be beneficial or not beneficial. But if we go to the code, the code has a actual reason for things. Like it's a very rigid structure. So if you were to create a way to have negative blocks, like if that was a possible thing, you might introduce like a bug in the system that would potentially allow you to like kind of take advantage of things. And developers are very aware of those kind of problems, and those are called bugs, right? And they usually try to fix those. They fix those by doing if else statements and those kind of things to prevent bugs from happening. Here's we have some natural numbers. We have negative numbers. So you'll see in my health bar down at the bottom, my hot swap bar. If you look next to the green 3, you see those like meat bars. That's my hunger bar, right? That hunger bar is you'll see I had so just a little bit ago I had like part of my hunger bar missing, which means that those hunger bars, and if I keep running, you'll see it decrease even more. Maybe I should swim. Swimming does it too. Oh, there it goes. So you see how it's kind of removing. So like half of it is gone right now. Maybe a third of it is gone. That is an example of what's called rational numbers. They're like halves, right? And specifically because it's taking away, that's actually the black ones are so the black meets the placeholders are negative numbers. It shows what I'm missing, right? So now I'm missing two uh, it's not health, it's food levels, right? So I'm hungry basically. And when I'm full, so when I'm completely full, I have all of my meat icons completely from left to right, right? That's an example of a negative number, and specifically a negative rational number. The rational number here is just that it removes parts of, right? Um, so when I get hurt, let me drop from somewhere high and show you kind of what happens when I get hurt. Because this, so my heart bars, my health bar, um, looks as though it's going to be like a natural number type of system or like an integer type of number, but you can actually lose like half a heart, right? I think in some cases you can even lose like you can lose partial hearts. And so what that means is the heart system is actually based on rational numbers. There we go. Yeah, you see how so that damage, the actual damage amount is a negative number. And that negative number takes away, subtracts from my total health bars, right? So I have 3.5 hearts right now. And because it allows for half hearts, because of that, this system is more of like this system is closer to a rational set or a rational group of numbers than it is a like integers. Okay. So in math class, when you're talking about these different types of numbers, they have real implications, and we'll get into some of those implications. But normally with arithmetic, we can do arithmetic on all types of numbers, but typically in your typical math class, you are going to be doing arithmetic with either integers or natural numbers. And so I wanted to point that out, especially in this. I wanted to introduce this as part of the addition and subtraction module because I think it's really important and helpful. Those are examples of different types of numbers that appear inside of Minecraft. And if you keep looking, you'll see other ways that numbers show up, right? Sometimes they don't always show up in the way that you would expect, but that's okay. The thing to note is that numbers do show up. Numbers happen regularly and occur frequently as we explore the world of Minecraft.